Okay, this is April 11th, 2011, and I'm looking at the euro dollar. And I won't be trading this euro dollar right now. What I need from this euro dollar is, if you notice, I mentioned this Saturday when I did the video, that this 44.80 is very strong resistance. It was support, now it's resistance. What I need to happen in order for me to take a trade on this is I'm looking to buy dips. So we're very close to the AB equals CD target on the weekly at 45.68, and I need either a rally above this 44.80 and then a pullback forming an ABC long on a smaller time frame, or I need a retracement from here, preferably looking at the daily chart. This is the daily chart. The 5 EMA comes in around 43.94, and if you notice, we're still trading in that channel. So we could maybe test the 5 EMA on the daily at 43.94, or even test the daily channel trend line down here at 42.83. So if we take a look at the 4-hour chart on this euro dollar, we're sitting right on the 4-hour Gann, and we're back into the upward channel here. And I'm looking for C to form. I have an A and I have a B. That is established. I'm looking for either a bull flag to form, which we have sort of a bull flag, but I need something a little better, possibly. Or I need a retracement down to somewhere between this 50% retracement here and this 50 EMA and 786 fib here. So I'm looking for a retracement down into that area in order to buy this again. I won't short it because we are in a strong uptrend, and we may only form a small bull flag here and head back up. So I won't take that risk. And as long as this Gann holds and price doesn't close below it, then the risk is to the upside. So on this euro dollar, I probably won't trade it tonight. I will be waiting on an ABC to form on this 4-hour chart, or at least to test the 50 EMA here on the 1-hour chart. This is the 1-hour chart. And if you notice on this 1-hour chart right now, let me see here. This is what we're looking at, and that's why I won't take a short on this 1-hour chart, because there's a possibility that that this bull flag here will hold and will continue up, and so I will not take a short. And this 50 EMA is moving up, so there's a great possibility that we'll come down to this level here and pop back up and head up. And if the price action is right on a smaller time frame, I could consider longing at that point, or longing on a 1-hour close above the bull flag. But that's why I will not take a short on this euro dollar. Okay, so best case scenario for the euro dollar is a 4-hour ABC to form off of the 50 or 61.8 around the 50 EMA area, in this area right here. That's best case scenario, and that could happen. If that doesn't happen, another scenario is to trade this bull flag. To buy, I might possibly buy at this area with a stop just below that for a ride up, or a close above the bull flag for a ride up. So that's another possibility that I'll be watching. So those are two possibilities for the euro. Now, as far as the pound dollar goes, I've been, I traded that last night and today, made some pips on it. But let me take a look at this, because if we look at this monthly chart, we have an ABC to the downside. Okay, right now on a monthly chart, we have tested the 64.19 area, which is the 38.2, which we had a high of 64.26. Okay, we also have this head and shoulders pattern to the downside. We could come up here and test this 50 EMA before we head back down, so there is a risk to the upside if this 64.19 doesn't hold. Now, looking at the weekly chart on this pound dollar, we have an ABC to the downside, the most recent swing high to swing low, form C here at the 50% retracement at 68.50. It is not unusual for price to form C, come down, and come back up and test C. That is not unusual at all. So that is a good possibility, and that's why I'm not shorting the pound dollar yet. I'm actually thinking on buying dips with the pound dollar, because I expect this to probably be tested on the weekly chart. So we have an ABC to the short side. We have a bear flag on the weekly chart. Possibility of testing C in the upper trend line of the bear flag is great before we get a move down, and that is at the 68.50 level. So let me see what the pound dollar daily chart looks like. Now this daily chart, we are in an upward channel indicated by the green lines, and then we are in a channel within that channel indicated by the blue lines. So we're still in an upward channel here. So I'm looking to buy dips for now on this pound dollar, thinking that we're going to test this weekly C level, which is also the upper trend line of the bear flag. That is my thought on the pound dollar. So I'm thinking buying dips is the way for me to go on this pound dollar. And then let's see what the 4-hour looks like. Charts are a little messy today because we didn't have a lot of movement, but on this 4-hour chart, I believe if we have a close below the trend line here, that we will test the 4-hour 50 EMA, which could be a dip area around the 62.59 area. Of course, I would need to look at the smaller time frames for an entry if that's the case, if we make it to that point. If we dip down to this level, that's an area where I will be possibly looking to buy. In the 1-hour chart, we are still trading. I traded this today, but I only made 26 pips off of it because I took partial profits and moved my stop to break even. So therefore, of course, with all this choppiness, my stop was taken out. But we still are in this ABC long on the 1-hour chart, and that target lies up here at 64.92 on the 1-hour chart. So and like I said before, that price tends to test C before it completes the AB equals CD target a lot of times. But then again, don't forget looking at the 4-hour chart on the pound dollar here. A close below on a 4-hour basis, this trend line, we could come all the way down and test the 50 EMA. But for now, I'll just kind of stand aside at this current moment on both pairs until I get somewhat of what I'm looking for. I will possibly consider a buy around this area if I get down there, possibly depending on the price action on the smaller time frames. I'll be looking for a high volume pin bar on a 15-minute for an entry off the 1 hour, something like that, if we come down to this level. If I don't get that on a smaller time frame, I'll let the price come on down and possibly test the 4-hour 50. So pound dollar, I'm looking to buy dips, hoping that price comes down and tests the 4-hour 50. Possibly buy on the 1-hour C level if I get a high volume pin bar or another reversal signal on a smaller time frame such as the 15-minute, to go ahead and buy at that point. On the euro dollar, I'm looking to buy dips also. On the euro dollar, I will look and see what's going on with price action. If price comes down around the daily 5 EMA around 43.96. I will also be watching the 4-hour euro dollar to close below the GAN here and test one of these levels. And it'll all come about on a smaller time frame. If one of these levels are tested and I get the signal on a 15-minute, a reversal signal on a 15-minute, regardless if it's just here at the daily 5 or if it's down here at one of these levels, or if it is on this 1-hour bear flag lower trend line. So I'm looking to buy dips. I will know when to get in the trade according to the smaller time frame reversal signals. So this is the 11th of April 2011.